Hello, my loves. I'm Ellie Frost. I'm a coach, strategist, and healer for personality led brands wanting to do innovative, world changing things on the planet, and anyone really wanting to release trauma, manifest their true life, their true business, their true work around their fully expressed self. And today I am talking about how to be an energetic match to more money. So I teach, I give spiritual guidance and I teach energetic truths like peak performance and quantum physics. And we get the amount of money we're a vibrational match for. You might have heard those concepts. The thing about being an energetic match means that we will, one, attract what we're a match to energetically. Two, our subconscious will literally, is wired to kind of get rid of excess that if we don't become an energetic match to more, our subconscious will literally find ways to get rid of our money if we're not aligned with more, right? That's why we hear about people who win the lottery. So many of them very quickly lose all that money, because subconsciously they're not an energetic match, right? And you think, well, how can some of those people may have been on like minimum incomes. How can someone who's used to having so little, when they get so much, the millions from the lottery win, get rid of it? How do you do it so quickly? Because energetically, their subconscious will find ways for that money to go, because they're not an energetic match to wealth, right? So healing our relationship with money is one of the most important things we're going to do in our lifetime. Being paid for being who we are, doing what we love, is my mission to help more people with on the planet, and is so fulfilling, and we should be abundantly supported. So we've got to shift and heal our money trauma. We all have money trauma. Money will be one of the hardest relationships, most painful relationships for so many of us. It's an area where we feel often a lot of guilt, shame, remorse, resentment. So we've got to heal all of that to have a better relationship with it. So money is responding to us the whole time. Our belief systems, how we act, and how we lead the direction of which we want it to go in our lives, right? So in my Money Magic course, I talk about definite energy. When you get definite about what you want, the money, the resources will literally meet you there. So often in my life, when I've put down got very definite about what I wanted, even if it's been a big stretch, suddenly more resources come in immediately, right? Because it's an energetic match. You may have seen this in your own life. You put, in clean energy, in true expansion energy, if you make a big investment or stretch yourself, your resources will match your new definite standard of life. But being in clean energy means we've got to lose the traumas around it, because what can happen is we expand and then we wobble and then we can contract. So what we want to do with money energetically is get into expansion, expanded ideas, elevated consciousness, right? And that is about more. Why a lot of people are scared to do this is because they know when you expand your wealth consciousness, you're going to want to spend more. The first thing you do when you start really feeling into an expanded kind of context with money is you start feeling freer with money. That is different to what I wrote about yesterday, saying, are you a yo-yo dieter with money? Because so many of us have this deprivation and then binge cycle with money, which means that we live at such a level of deprivation, telling ourselves no all the time to the things we want. Then when we get paid or some windfall comes in, we binge, we go excess. It's like, you've been starving yourself of food and suddenly you have a binge. So we want to actually keep constantly, incrementally stretching our capacity to hold more money. One of the ways you can do this is one thing is if you just took inventory, if you looked at, right, your spending this week, for example, so we're on Wednesday, for the next couple of days, start tracking your emotional response to when you spend things, when you go to the grocery store, for example, what you say yes to, what you say no to, and what you really want. You can start just baby steps with this so that you can see the results and then you can expand more. But like, for example, if you go to the grocery store and say you want the organic, I don't know, blueberries, but you tell yourself no because they're a little bit more expensive, but they're not, this isn't a huge investment. This is just a slight one. If you can start managing your energy differently and making these small steps just to stretch a little bit more, you're literally rewiring your subconscious to say you get to have more premium things, more of the things you want. You see, what we want is to be an energetic match to our desires, right? I want to be an energetic match to what I want. But you can't be that if you keep telling yourself no. What does, say, for example, what does this mean if I say, right, well, I want, say I want a $500 pair of shoes. Yeah, but buying those shoes right now wouldn't be what I think of as a good idea. I still don't have to say no. I just have to say not yet. I'll have those shoes at the right time. Most of the time, if we take moves towards abundance, the resources will literally, the way you work with money magic is basically you expand, but you do it in clean energy, right? You start playing at a different level and paying at a different level, and the universe will increase your wealth. I've done it so many times. And you'll feel this from coming from inspiration. I can remember 6 years ago being in Bali, and I went out to Bali. This is just an example. And I mean, none of this was good timing. I was about to move countries. I had a lot of expenses. I'd sold my house, invested 6 figures to apply for a visa that might not have been guaranteed. Financially, I had really just spent all my savings. But I had the calling to go to Bali. And I was staying in a beautiful place. I had my own little, villa. And then I walked up a hill. And when I walked up the hill, I saw the most extraordinary place. It was another villa, but it was like a private garden. You had to go through a gate to get to it. The reason I'd seen it is because I'd looked down from the hill. It was all enclosed, but there was a garden, a beautiful garden, a little swimming pool that was just beautifully done. And then the villa itself was on 2 stories and it was all glass. It was stunning. And I knew that it would expand my abundance to go and find out if I could stay there. It was not, and I'm not saying you have to do this to make more money, but I am saying to expand your wealth consciousness, you're going to have to play at another level, and you want to get your energy right first. Just spending more won't attract more abundance, but in the right energy, you're going to be called to bigger moves and be an energetic match to more. So I'm not saying go in and spend money you don't have. I'm saying this is an energetic game, and when you're actually playing it, your abundance matches your desires. So I felt uncomfortable because, as I say, I just spent all my savings being applied to apply for this visa. It wasn't great timing. I didn't have, a comfortable amount behind me, I guess, that would have justified this particular spend. Hi, Kelly. But I knew inside of me that it was part of this energetic move, that I'd seen this place. It was my true desire. We cannot get what we want in life if we keep telling ourselves no. You've got to tell yourself yes to every desire you have to become an energetic match. That does not mean you have to buy it today, but you've got to stop the energy saying no. I want what I want and I get to have it. And the reason being, I never tell myself no, or if I catch my mind being sneaky like that, I rewire it and I heal. Anyway, so I go and find out how much this place is for me to stay. As I say, after spending all my savings, it wasn't a good time. This is 6 years ago. It was a crucial time in my life. I was about to move countries. And I found out, and of course, it's about 6 times a night more than where I was staying in Bali at the time. It wasn't convenient and it didn't look right, but my soul knew it was relevant for my expansion. So I knew what to do and I did go and get it. It wasn't comfortable. It was an investment, right? But I knew what I was doing. As soon as I got into that villa, my energy expanded. And I got more money coming in, but I didn't see it first. I moved first. But the thing is, right, it elevated, it was me making a definite stand for the life I wanted. Now, one of the things I teach in my Money Magic course is we have to get out of lack mindset, yeah? And when we're working with more abundance and we want to attract more money, you have to go beyond your need, yeah? You have to go for your desire, not your needs. So many of us will only attract just enough to fulfill our needs, yeah? But abundance is about more than enough. So that villa that I stayed in, it was on 2 floors, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It was huge. I didn't need it whatsoever. In fact, the place I was staying in, it was perfectly nice, right? But I knew the energetics and I knew it was what my soul wanted. So I chose it and I attracted more money there. My vibe went off the roof, you know? I actually attracted the visa there as well. I actually got, well, not approved. I got the interview through. Lots of things happened in my life because I was following my soul. But here's the thing. I want to be an energetic match to what I want, which means I can't be operating in need. So many of my clients, now that doesn't mean you don't need things. We all need things, right? But we have to change our energy to change the set point, to change what we're a match to. So many of my clients, it's so funny. It's so funny what we justify as well, right? I teach people this all the time because, to be honest, most of us need very little in life. A roof over our head, food on the table, pretty much it. You don't need a lot of the things you tell yourself you do, right? Many times in my life, you know, I've gone on the road, been a digital nomad. I'm on the road now, staying in hotels. You don't need what we think we need. But because we operate in this paradigm of only giving ourselves what we think we need, then we often just justify it. You know, have you done that? Where you justify like, oh, I need it because... Yeah, you need very little and you want to get that mentality, that mindset out of your brain. I get to have it because I want it. I get to have it because it's what I want. If you keep operating in the paradigm of need, you'll only let yourself have what you need, what you think you need, which keeps you very close to your survival needs, yeah? Just enough, but not too much. So you want to, as I say, practice stretching your context of abundance. Practice grounding in and regulating your nervous system around buying the thing that's a little bit of a stretch, that just do baby steps to start with that you want, right? Practice letting yourself have that and your energetic standard will rise. So we want to get out of the paradigm of need. We want to stop justifying everything that, you know, has to be a justified need before you let yourself have it, and start switching to more abundance, which is, I want it. Yeah, I get to have it because I want it. And then we start being an energetic match to everything we want, including money, and the money we actually want, not the money we need. If you operate in this paradigm of need the whole time, again, like your needs will keep going up if you want to create more money, because the universe will respond to your match. So like if you say, well, I do want more money, but you're only operating in need, then you'll get unexpected bills or things you need to pay for, medical bills, I don't know, vet bills, whatever it is, things you need to pay for, because you'll only expand in the paradigm of need if that's your energetic set point. So we don't want to play there. We want to play in desire. Another thing I'd like you to think about, if you want to expand your money and receive more of it, which most of us do, it's a fun thing to do in life. We need money. It's a beautiful spiritual tool that we love to have, is don't make money your excuse. So many of us actually energetically push money away because we use money as an excuse. When we don't want to do something, we don't say to the person, I don't want to do that. We'll say, I haven't got the money all the time, right? Because these are universal things that we seem to use in our society when we don't have the personal power just to say, that's not right for me. So when you say the words, I don't have the money, you're literally telling the universe that, and you're now forming an energetic match. We don't want to say that shit. Don't say it. Even if you haven't got the money, own your choice. You become empowered energetically when we realize we get to, so my course Money Magic helps you know yourself as the creator. And that is about owning our power of choice. Think about some of the things you have wanted. You could have found the money if you really wanted to. There's something very powerful when we can say, I don't want that. Do you want to come out to dinner to this restaurant? Not today, thank you. But don't make money your excuse, because you're then literally building an energetic escrow of being a match to not having the money for the things you want. Don't make money your excuse. Just say it's not the right time for me. No, thank you. Try saying no, thank you. Do you want to come out on Friday night? No, thank you. Yeah? So many of us can't say no, but then we're using money as an excuse, and that is making us an energetic match for money being a barrier to what we want. Now, so many of us will say, I want to monetize who I am and my business, and I want this kind of life, right? And then you won't make the investments for your business. You won't invest in coaches like me or someone else. You won't invest in the skills. You won't invest in people to help you. That's not how a business operates, you know. In fact, any training you do is tax deductible. You've got to think like a business owner if you want to monetize who you are and be a business owner, you know, properly. You want to think of it like that. You're going to invest in your growth. That's what businesses do. But at the same time, when we subconsciously are scared of our own growth, we'll always make money the excuse. I would grow my business, but I don't have the money. I don't have the money to learn the skills. I don't have the money. This is rubbish. You must learn not to use money as an excuse. You can say, I'm working towards that. I'm going to make the next move. Hello, guys. Hi. But like when we use money as an excuse, we become an energetic match to money always being in the way. When we own our power, so money is a power game in terms of it responds to the level of definite energy and power we have. When you look at something and you say, I'm going to have that, yeah, I can't wait to invest in my business. I can't wait to wear those shoes, even if you don't have the money today. But when the money comes, isn't it so interesting how often we haven't had the resource, and then when the resource comes, we still don't spend it on those things that we knew we wanted, right? So it was never about the money. So much of this is never truly about the money. It's about your level of personal power, your energetic match to abundance, and how much resistance you've got in the way. So I have an online program. It is called Money Magic. It is going to rewire the way you see money, the way you receive money, and literally heal your relationship trauma around it and help you create the one you want. That course is on offer this week. So you can, if you buy it up front, it's 50% off. Let's all make money before Christmas. So it is $555 to buy up front, or you can do it on the payment plan. If you do the payment plan, it is full price. So that's $222, I think, a month for 6 months. That course, everybody has made money in that course. More money, unexpected money. And it starts with your energetic set point. It's not about what you do on the outside first. It's about what you do on the inside first. You've got to heal the trauma around the money so you don't resist it subconsciously, right? You can't just up your prices and expect people to pay them if you're not an energetic match to receive more. It will unnerve you. If you can't, for example, stretch yourself to buy the organic blueberries yet because you've got, you know, some trauma going on and that feels too much, start with what I'm talking about, the baby steps in your daily life where you know there's something that you want. It's not a huge investment. It's just a little step, right? Start there, and then your energetic set point will expand and you can make those bigger moves without dysregulating your nervous system. We must heal the relationship with money. Healing our relationship with money is the most important thing we'll do. It sets us free. Money is a tool. We have got so much ick conditioned into us around money that we don't talk about it. We carry so many negative emotions around it that we need to cleanse. Get the Money Magic course. There's so much energy activations and clearings in that I do with you to release the trauma. And I teach you about what money really is, and how to attract more of it, create differently around it, and lose the rubbish around it so that you are set free. You can monetize who you are and what you love if that's what you're here to do, or just heal this relationship once and for all. So drop me a comment if you would like the links to that course. You can also check it out on my website, but the discounted price isn't on the website, right? So you'll need to comment or message me about that. I hope you enjoyed this video, sending you a lot of love, and I'll speak to you soon.